Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm Mysterious JG, sneaking in a few videos during the week here, trying to get ahead. Um, there's a new member of the broader G family, Vulture Clan. I don't know. I gotta figure out a chance to meet this little fella um, when that time is ready. So I'm trying to record ahead just to make sure that I'm not being held up. Or, it's not like I'm not gonna go plan a visit to the family to meet my new relation. Because of video games. It's more like, let's try to get some pad so that I can just drop a weekend and have everything still be on schedule. Because I've been pretty fanatically diligent about maintaining an upload schedule. I just had to do an announcement video about Super Show Monster Story 2, so issues with that. My laptop blew up and took that Let's Play with it, although I've got it so that we can pick it back up. It involved me replaying a bunch of stuff. At some points, what like Zerf keep me company while online while I'm doing it, but we're also gonna have to replay through a chunk of that game, stuff that I'd captured the footage but had not processed it and uploaded to YouTube when the computer whose hard drive it was on died. So, and yeah, don't bother. I mean, I've looked into the possibilities. The hard drive is wrecked, so we'll wreck these two ways. All right, let's go to. We can continue the main story. And at this point in the story, they just decided we have to make money. And we already have more than enough money to defeat, to win power in Yokohama because we're the wealthiest person in the city, even though the main story doesn't acknowledge it. So let's, where are we going now? I mean, the joke I was making last time was like, who are we going to run for mayor of Little People Nation? Or who's going to run for mayor of Yokohama? Or Ijincho? Is it going to be Ichiban, or will it be someone else? I'm guessing it's going to be Ichiban, but let's find out. Guys, gotta eat. Maybe it'll be Soul Snake, the master of Survive Bar. Hello. Oh, it's a Chris Jericho looking guy. Vaguely Chris Jericho. Niki. Wait, Mitsu? Yeah. You showed us a little picture of him up there. Yeah, do you have a sec? I need to talk to you about Arakawa-san. It's about the allies he's gonna need soon. You bet I have time. I've been waiting for this call my whole life. Even before I knew Arakawa-san. Thanks. So yeah, Arakawa-san, he's actually... Oh, is he gonna get voice acted now? Shouldn't we be talking about this in person? This seems like it's kind of a big important part of the story here. Been dancing around, but it means that he will need allies. Or maybe he's coming to Survive Bar to talk to us.
Hold on, Ichiban. What's all this about going to Osaka?
Oh, never mind. I guess we're just gonna fill in the rest of the party on a conversation that we, the player, don't get to hear. Oh, and Zhao's here.
Turns out
And
Arakawa-san needs some help. My help. Mitsu just called me and said Arakawa-san's already on his way to Sotenbori.
But why Osaka?
I don't know. I
Osaka.
didn't bother to ask.
You realize Sotenbori is where the Omi Alliance is headquartered.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Screwed if your cover gets blown. Think about that, would you?
Thank you.
All I need to think about is that Arakawa-san said he needs me.
Well, it kind of doesn't matter what city you're in. We can just have random encounters with the Omi Alliance anywhere.
He's going to Osaka, so I'm going to Osaka. I don't care what anyone says about it.
He gets like this, Adachi-san.
Yeah, I'd known him longer than you
There's
have.
no point stopping him, is there? Loyalty is admirable. Jeez.
Ichiban, what about Ijincho? The election's coming up.
Don't you want to be the mayor?
You make all that money to fight Ryo Aoki. Now you're just gonna leave us hanging?
No, you guys are coming with
Not
me,
at
right?
all. We got the 3 million yen we needed. And I'm gonna go give it to the Seiryu clan right now.
We may have the money, but that hasn't solved our lack of a candidate.
Certainly a necessary element of the plan.
Ooh, you're a sexy
Didn't
guy. Who
Chairman
could run
Hoshino say
you?
he'd take care of it? Don't worry. He's the kind of guy who keeps his word. If we give him the cash, he'll do the rest.
If you say so. Safe travels then.
Hey, don't encourage him to do such dangerous things.
Shut up.
Kasuga, if you really are leaving, we're coming with you.
Sounds good to me. I've never been to Osaka.
Isn't she the only one who has an
I'm
actual
not going
day
there as a
job?
tourist. I'm going straight into the Lion's Den. Assuming Adachi-san is right, and that's where the Yomi home base is. You guys don't need to get involved. This is personal for me.
Yeah. Big noble hero. It's like these guys have been involved. You've been involved in their stuff, and now it's like I'm noble hero man, so you know, I can't owe you guys. Yeah, they're coming along. Come on. I mean, how else are we gonna have a party?
Come on, man. After all we've been through, aren't we friends?
Well, you're just a homeless guy.
Of course. I'm saying this because we're friends. If something happens to me out there, you gotta finish what we started.
You have to come rescue
Sounds like a load of
Arakawa-san.
crap to me.
Well, think what you want. But we got the 3 million yen, and I'm taking it to Hoshino. I'll see all of you around.
Okay, we'll just hang out here at this bar, which we've taken over. Oh, never mind. I guess you're coming with. Sure, whatever. Alright, back to the taxis. What is this? It's Target Bar. Well, the bullseye wouldn't be white in a traditional Target, but... The base fare is 730 yen. Where would you like to go? We would like to go to the red light district, which is the headquarters of the Yakuza. And I say that as though that's weird. It's nothing weird about it. Yakuza would be heavily involved in the red light district of a city like this. They're not going to allow something like prostitution to go untaxed by the local crime syndicate. So, yeah. I started to say that like, oh, the dignified Yakuza in the red light. Wait, no, that actually makes complete sense. Never mind. Alright.
Here we go.
You don't have a chance to survive, man. Man, I could really have used a little bit more damage from her. Finish somebody off on this first turn would have been nice. Oh, that's right. He's in a class that'll get all of his
I'm not that.
tag team heat buster. He's going to be able to get back MPs now, so.
Let's go.
And we can pretty much let him finish it so that he gets some MP. It's just a tiny bit, though. Jeez. Job rank up.
Moving up in the world.
Becoming a better and more capable hosto. He even earned Road Stinger. With the skills he will take with him when he leaves the hosto job. Though he doesn't need it that much because he's already got fire-based skills. But, you know, still kind of useful because it's a fire-based skill that can also cause Charmed, I think. Alright, so am I going to encounter you guys or... Damn, I was hoping I would trigger the plot before I triggered the combat. Shakedowner. He's like Sundowner from, Posto with the Mosto. He's like Sundowner from, Revengeance, except not.
You're gonna be in a world.
I'm the Hosto with the Mosto, not you. Oh, nice. And you even got bonus MP from that. Ah, oh, man, it's not that's not who I meant to target. Shoot. Oh well, he got taken out anyway. Just shoot me.
Right.
the sitcom that nobody really remembers. It's the Night Court of its time.
Let's see.
Oh, he doesn't even need the MPs, so what am I doing here?
Better luck next time.
Shakedown is apparently a new enemy. And we got another job rank up for Host Onamba. 3 million yen to put up a candidate. Once I deliver this to Chairman Hoshino, I'm off to Osaka. Give the money to Chairman Hoshino. Alright, let's go. Well, I do have part-time hero points to the extent that I still care about that. I mean, it looks like I'm going to max out my personality without them in this game. Not in real life, of course. But yeah, beating up enemies in Osaka is something that I assumed had to happen at some point. Because it seemed like it was a part-time hero thing. So you found the money.
Yes.
Me and my friends managed it somehow. I owe it all to them. Also, I'm the most successful businessman in Yokohama. Maybe I should have asked for more and kept the change. Not even funny, sir. We worked our asses off to hold up our end of the bargain. How are things on your side? Well, in that regard, unfortunately, there's no way to let you down easy. I haven't found anyone. No one who can handle Ijincho, huh? Right. With Aoki's popularity behind him, finding someone who stands a chance against Kume is no small task. Understandable, I guess. But I still intend to work on it, I promised. And you've held up your end of the bargain. Yeah, I have to skip town for a little while to take care of some stuff. I hope you've got good news when I get back. Really? Where are you going? Osaka. Sotenbori, specifically. That's rather sudden, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, that's where Arakawa-san needs me, and he's counting on me to be there. And who did you hear that from? A fellow Yakuza guy from before I went to prison. He called me. Oh, you know what? This guy here is raising a suspicion I didn't bother to introduce, which is probably pretty valid. Wondering if this, wondering if this is all on the up and up. I've heard rumblings about Arakawa heading to Osaka on my end as well. The captain of the Omi Alliance is getting out of prison, so he'll be going there when he gets out. The captain, huh? So he's higher than Arakawa-san since he's just acting captain.
Very well.
Correct. Very well. Masaru Wataze. That might mean something to me from the other games if I had played them. It will probably be the first time Wataze and Arakawa meet. To Wataze, Arakawa is just an outsider from Kanto who shot up the ranks in his absence. If he makes even the smallest mistake in that meeting, it could be his undoing. Even Arakawa might be nervous about that. You think that's what he needs help with? I don't know about that. You can ask him yourself, but a word of caution. Yeah? I just hope you don't get another bullet to the chest the moment you make eye contact with that man. Well, I've just got to trust him. To be honest, I've never really stopped. Also, I really, really want to get that Peking duck. I'm going because he asked me to. I'm sure it'll be different this time. You're really tall, you know that? I wish I had more subordinates like you. You don't have me as a subordinate, so how could you have more like me? Never mind. I guess it's implied he has subordinates who are like Ichiban without actually having Ichiban.
Does my father really need to attend to this Sotenbori thing personally?
Well, if he wants to not get killed.
Remember, as acting captain, Arakawa is merely keeping the seat warm for Watase. Being there in person will be a show of respect and good faith.
Fine. But why am I just now hearing about this?
Well, are you really connected to the Mafia anymore, sir? That's actually... Well, no, he is the Omi Alliance. That part is a bit confusing to me.
I said I wanted to know if he so much as breathed somewhere outside his usual places.
My apologies, young master. I only just found out myself.
He knows I'm your guy and he doesn't trust me.
Well, all we can do now is wait and see.
Wait and see what, exactly?
Masaru Watase and Masumi Arakawa are finally meeting in person after how long?
They've been writing each other letters for so
They're
long.
not just gonna say hi and be on their merry ways.
I highly doubt they're plotting anything.
Isn't the Omi chairman still bedridden? I've heard it's terminal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
That's correct.
Then it's past time for a potential successor to be formally named.
Actually, it may not be that urgent yet. But then again, the chairman might say Watase's release from prison is a good time to step down.
Spam calls like 8:30 at night on a
Watase would
weekday.
become chairman, naturally. I'm sure his reign will be
Naturally.
a very long one. But Omi history will take a very different course if, say, Watase disappeared.
What?
I'm thinking dear old dad might try to make it happen.
And if he doesn't, I will.
I don't know if that's Arakawa-san's style, exactly.
He's more about
You don't
portraying
think so?
Ichiban.
Remember when I asked dad to sell out the Tojo clan during the 3K plan? Well, I never told him to bring in the Omi Alliance. He did that all on his own.
Oh, okay. So he is trying to rid himself of the Yakuza and take over legit. I mean, he's doing like terrible things along the way, but yeah, he doesn't want these Omi Alliance guys. He's using them now that they're involved, but
I think it was a good decision, actually. Don't you?
I believe what's going on, sir.
Well, sure.
Thanks to him, the Tojo were driven out of Kamurocho. The 3K plan was a wild success, and my approval rating skyrocketed.
Dad and I
I
are totally on the
expected
same
Tojo
page.
clan to fall hard, but I didn't think some third-rate Tojo vermin like Dad could ever worm his way into their top ranks. Shrewd of him to do that during all the commotion. I thought he was a slow, antiquated Yakuza.
Well, you weren't paying attention
Certainly
then.
the type of man who could catch me off guard. Huh. I guess power really does corrupt, huh?
I don't know what side I'm on anymore, sir.
Don't get me wrong. If Dad buries Watase and takes over the Omi Alliance, I benefit too. Having him there would be very convenient for me. There's just one thing that feels off.
Is it the fact that he's making all these moves but not telling you because clearly he doesn't trust you and sees you guys as opponents?
What's that?
He hasn't told me about any plan to off Watase at their meeting. That's evidence against my theory. I'll have to see what happens. If all they do is greet each other, I was wrong.
Look,
On the other hand, if he wastes Watase and still doesn't see fit to tell me, that would be a betrayal I cannot tolerate.
I said, look, aren't you going to let me tell you what to look at?
Arakawa-san won't betray you.
He better not. His little Yakuza club only has power because I extend it to them.
Is that what you think?
I've come a long way since the Kamurocho 3K plan. I'm at the top of the political pyramid now, which means I need to know what's happening in the underworld. The hierarchy should be very clear at this point, and I expect people to fall in line. That's
He's a
a
bad
matter
guy.
of policy, and family is no exception.
Policy, guys. You got to be careful of them policy wonks.
Sawashiro, between me and my father, to whom would you swear complete fealty?
Well, I'd rather owe fealty to somebody else entirely.
Arakawa-san sent me to do as you command. His orders were to put you and your interests above everything else.
And I always follow his orders. Wait, that really doesn't clear it up for you, does it?
My interest is for you to watch his every move and report them to me.
Understood. I'll send Tendo to Osaka. He seems to have rapport with Arakawa-san.
Is Tendo the guy that we like, or... It's finally getting more Yakuza-y. It had gotten away from Yakuza stuff for a while. I say, even though... Yeah, like, I don't see how he thinks the Yakuza has power because he extends it to them. I mean, he's used these Omi Alliance guys to pull off quite a lot of his evil plan. I'm getting more and more lost as the story goes on. Still, it's simplicity itself to follow compared to fucking Legend of Mana. Jeez.
Patriarch Tindo, when'd you get in?
Just this afternoon. Tomorrow, the captain's getting out of prison.
Yeah, he looks like he could
really?
just break anyone in half using only his forehead.
Not something civilians like you need to worry about.
Oh, well, then why are you telling me,
The
sir?
wise thing to do would be to mind your own business.
Well, I was just making conversation. You're the one who's, like, letting me in on stuff I should know and then threatening me about it, sir.
Is that a threat, sir? Don't joke like that, man. Your fists ought to require weapons permit.
Say what now?
Nothing. I got work to do, just like you said. See ya.
It was like it was a jovial compliment he paid you, man. Whatever. This guy's kind of a jerk. Oh, and it's more lady stuff. This game does like its brothels. Oh, it's Cabaret Grand. I guess maybe it's not a... It's a hostess club, probably, not a brothel. That's the thing, man. You know, I know just enough about Japanese culture to be dangerous and think I know more than I do, but, like, people get confused about geishas. Like, yeah, because it's part of traditional Japanese society, and anything that's part of, like, traditional society, particularly if it's supposed to be dignified and classy, always gets kind of used somewhere along the way in porn. But, like, yeah, there's a difference between a geisha and a prostitute. And I guess the hostess bar is kind of like the modern day geisha in a way. I've been to Japan. I did not go to a hostess bar or see a geisha. Hostess bar would have been tricky because of the language barrier. Geisha would have been tricky because of the language barrier, and also because of the fact that it would be incredibly fucking expensive. And apparently there's like a wait list for months to see them. It's a thing for like super elite rich dudes who are traditionalists. And I need to shut up and get back to the game here. Oh, also just more in general, like I mentioned, money being a barrier. Also, I think the Little Masters experiences showed us there is something to be said for not paying someone money to act like they're your girlfriend. Just throwing that out there. So I guess you guys came along after all.
Hey, can I get a refill over here?
Oh, make it 2.
Hey,
Maybe it isn't a hostess
you
club
look
if
like
she's
a
hanging out with
teenage
them.
girl waiting for a text from her boyfriend. Put it down.
Really
and
pretty
relax.
teenage girl.
Have a drink with us.
Yeah, we're in Osaka after all.
Stop
That's
giving
a
me
city
shit.
where drinking
See,
happens.
this is why I wanted to come alone.
Where are you going, Kasuga-san?
Sit the fuck down.
He hardly drank a sip.
I'm gonna perform on stage. Wait for Mitsu to call. Well, guess I can chat with everybody while I wait. I'm sure you know this by now, but everyone worries for you. Nobody would put it past Masumi Arakawa to shoot you again. Hey, don't put words in her mouth, you silver devil.
Sure.
Yeah, what are you worried about it, Jubon? I just want to see the sights of Okasawa. Okasawa? What the fuck, JG? Osaka. Okasawa. He says he doesn't need her. He says he doesn't need her help anyway. See, don't you feel better having us here? We're totally out of our element in Sotenbori. I only wish Eri had shown good faith enough to join us, but apparently not. Saka's pretty sweet. It's almost as cool as Okasawa. Right, Ichiban-kun? Feels kind of homey. I think Eijincho's got a touch too much class by comparison. Yeah, this place feels like a real sleaze pit.
What?
What? Can't even take a leaf by yourself? Get your shit together, Kazuga. Nothing we can do until Mitsu calls, right? Just chill, would you? This is more what I thought these places were about. Alright, maybe it's not a hostess. Well, every other table has got a one guy and one gal. The gals are dressed pretty nice. So I guess it's some kind of combo cabaret hostess thing, maybe not. No, she's new. Yeah. Maybe these guys are all players, but I feel like there is a hostess element to this locale. to talk to me and tell me what's going on with soon. Don't go in the cloakroom, sir. It's full of cloaks. That's where we keep our cloaking device. Ichiban, where are you going? It's way too dangerous to just walk around.
I'm getting antsy waiting for this call from Mitsu. Could be any second now.
So, how does it help you get up and walk around?
Watase's welcome back from prison party?
Something like that. Some big party at Omi HQ. What a load of crap, huh? Can't he see that
They're not allowed to have
Arakawa-san's
parties.
plans are way more important?
No, but wasn't he expecting you to be here tomorrow, not today? Dude, you're the one who jumped the gun and got here early. Kinda douchey for you to complain now.
Matter of fact, I'm quitting the party.
Mama Kasuga?
Well, you didn't know your mother, so sure.
Someone's gotta be. But hey, listen. I overheard something that'll interest you.
Turns out that the girls here like you to buy expensive liquor. They get paid more. That's what I heard them saying to each other. So let's go all out. I'm sorry.
There was a group of people in here chatting about Arakawa being in town. It's big news, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. Sounds like
He's
folks
like,
are
yeah,
worried
'cause
that
a celebrity.
war might break out between Arakawa and Watase. It's just a rumor, but wisdom of the crowd and all.
No, anyway, there's your phone, so let's get on with the damn story.
Yeah? From Mitsu?
Oh man, what the hell?
What's wrong?
It says something about
Nico
Canadian
got
ding dong pills.
He texted me, I finally got a pic with Kamala.
I hate that guy. I mean, yeah, he helped me to become one of the richest men in Yokohama, but still, what the hell?
So glad you told me about that, Nick.
Ichiban, did you see my photo? Nobody ever manages to get a pic like that. That bunny, he's so crafty, you never know where his fuzzy little ears will pop up. I'm beside myself. I can't believe I found him.
Nick, do you know other people?
Right, I get it.
Huh? What's got your coat?
I'm sorry, but I'm really tied up right now. It'd be a big help if you didn't call me for a couple days, okay?
Yeah, that's what I tell people when they want to share good news from their lives with me. I tell them, don't call me for a couple of days. It explains why I have such a huge, a huge group of friends. All right, guys, I'm going to call it just a tiny bit early, but when we come back next time, main story and new city. I assumed at some point we would get free roam in Osaka, and maybe even the ability to travel between Ijincho, Osaka, and other places, but no, I'm not really sure. Hopefully we'll find out more next time. See